All right, in this video, I want to show you how you can generate off-market deal flow using cold email outreach. So chances are, if you're an M&A advisor, investment bank, you might be a private equity company, you're already generating deals using at least one other channel. You might be relying on your referrals, your connections, you might be attending conferences, events, all of these things in a way which allows you to generate deals. What I want to go over in this video is an additional channel. An additional channel you can add to your arsenal so you can start generating more deals. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, the problem we're trying to solve here with this cold email system is finding the silent sellers. So chances are, if you're an M&A advisor, your private equity company, your investment bank, you already know the known sellers, the people who, submit an inquiry on your website. Somebody gives you a phone call. It might be an exhibition. It might be a referral. You already know these people, and chances are they're actively looking to sell. But you have your silent sellers as well. These are people who don't publicly advocate or publicly advertise to the world that they're looking to sell. But if you just reach out to them at the right place, at the right time, you can get them to sell. These are people who think to themselves like, look, I'm tired. I don't want to run this business forever. There's nobody in my family to take over this business. I think I might be looking to sell. They're in that consideration stage. And if you just reach out to them at the right place, at the right time, you can get them from consideration to selling. Like, hey, I'm actually actively looking to sell. The simple idea behind this outreach system is that you will create multiple domains under your main domain. So I'm going to use a very simple example. Let's say your website is mna.com. What we would do is create domain variations like mnago.com, mnaai.com, mnahelp.com, mnaadvisors.com. The reason you want to do this is because you want to allow to send a lot of emails at once per day. So for example, I might have 10 mailboxes, I might have 20 mailboxes that allows me to send multiple emails at once to my target audience. You cannot use your main company domain. You can't use your main company email. Because if you use your main company email and you send like 1,000 emails a day, 2,000 emails a day, then Google or Microsoft is going to be like, why on earth are you sending this many emails? This looks fishy, all of these things, right? So you want to create multiple email accounts. And then it works in a funnel format. So you might send, for example, 10,000 emails. And from these 10,000 emails, you get 100 replies. And you know what? From the 100 replies, you might get 10 leads. Now, from those 10, you might only realize that 3 are actually qualified, like 3 are actually able to sell their company based on the criteria that works with you. So you might book 3 meetings, you might close 1 deal off of that, for example. So it works in a funnel format. Now, moving on to the preparation and research phase, this is where you want to take your sell side mandate and try to go find leads that match that, right? So you already know the industries you want to focus on, the size of businesses, the type of owners you prefer, all of these things. Now, with publicly available data, there's only so much you can actually do in order to find a list of companies. So you're not actually able to find like revenue data accurately because a lot of these companies are privately owned. Databases will tell you, hey, you can filter based on $2 million revenue or $5 million revenue. But the chances are like this is so inaccurate because if you ask yourself, like, how would they even get this data? Like this is private data. You can't even get this kind of data. So revenue data in databases are often accurate. So what you want to do is use employee headcount. So for example, if you know that based on the past 3 deals you've closed that, the companies we work with are between 200 to 500 employees, then you can filter based on employee headcount. This is a more accurate filter rather than revenue data. So in terms of building the list, you can actually build a list using Apollo. Now with Apollo, you can do a bunch of filters. So for example, let's say you only want to work with like construction, for example. You can select construction. And let's say you only want to target United States and Canada, for example. You can select locations, United States, and then you can select Canada. One of the cool things you can do as well is filter based on signals. So I can do like more filters. I can do time and current role, and I can make it so that minimum, they've been at the company for say 10 years, right? And this will allow you to apply filters. And then now you just get a bunch of companies who's like the CEO has been at the company for more than 10 years. So, but obviously you have to put under job titles, you have to put CEO. This is where you can put like CEO owner, you can put owner, all of these things. And then you can start getting like accurate data based on the filters you set. So once you do that, like you get all these owners who are just based on the fact that, they've been at the company for 10 years. And then you can start filtering. So let's say you only want to work with, 100 to 1,000 headcount. That filters even further. And then now you get 2,500 companies. So this is a way where you can actually filter based on your sell side mandate. Now you can also use tools like Ocean.io to find companies that are similar to deals you already closed. So you might be working with a very niche sector. It might be like gaming companies or something like that. You can always like go on Ocean and put like the company website. The tool will find companies similar to that, and then it's actually very, very accurate. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but this is also another option. But Apollo should be able to do the 80-20 for most companies. Now, the next section here is the email infrastructure. So at a high level, I already explained this before, but like you want to have multiple email accounts, and you can do this using a tool called Instantly.ai. It basically gives you pre-warmed inboxes that can automate this process for you. And then you can use the tool itself to start sending these outreach messages. So you can purchase pre-warmed inboxes and start sending cold emails using that tool. And the cold email is actually very, very simple. It's not very complicated. It's something like, hey, Mike, not sure if selling is on your radar right now, but recently helped a manufacturing company doing 20 million a year sell their business for 62 million. We help manufacturing business owners find a buyer. Would you be open to getting your business valued to see if this makes sense for you? It's very straightforward. We open the conversation first before asking anything about a meeting. And then like once you open the conversation, we build some rapport and then we build a meeting. This is a strategy. There's also other strategies, but this is one way of doing it. Notice like it's short, professional, like it's conversational, right? It's not like, hey John, are you looking to sell your company? It's not intrusive. We want to just be approachable in this scenario. So with managing responses, by the way, you should expect a lot of unqualified leads, like a high number of responses that are unqualified. Many companies that are not a fit, and this is normal because everybody is looking to sell their company. Like if somebody reached out to them saying, hey, we can find you a buyer, they're like, I want to sell my company. But a lot of these guys might not fit your criteria. It might not fit your sell side mandate. So the best practice is to have a caller or someone at your company to call up these leads, and to make sure that A, they're interested, and B, that they fit your sell side mandate. So you can ask them questions about revenue, EBITDA, all these things, right? And in terms of what this adds to your firm, the good thing with this is that it allows you to have predictability. The thing with connections, the thing with referrals is that 1 month I can get 5, 1 month I can get 0, 1 month I can get 1, and the next month I can get 0, right? It's unpredictable. But with cold outreach, it's very predictable. So I might be able to send, let's say, 10,000 emails a month, for example. I might get 3 good conversations, and from that I close 1, right? It's a math game. So all right, I'm able to close 1 deal from 10,000 emails. All I have to do is scale that. Now I can send 20, 30, 40,000 emails. It's a numbers game. It's scalable. That's pretty much it regarding the video. If you're looking to outsource this, if you're looking to find an agency that can help you source these off-market deals using cold email outreach, there's my booking link below to learn more. But apart from that, hope this video is valuable and have a fantastic day.